Hi YouTubers, this is Styler. In this video I will review the OnePlus One Sandstone Black. This version comes with 64GB ROM, 3GB RAM and CyanogenMod 11S out of the box. I got this from TradingSension.net. Check out the video description for more info. The OnePlus One comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 chipset and is running a 2.5 GHz quad-core processor. It has things like Corning Gorilla Glass 3, 4K recording, and you can customize the UI and settings in many different ways. One of the main selling points of this phone is the high-end hardware and design together with a low price. The phone can easily be compared to one of the top smartphones from LG, HTC or Samsung. In my review here I will go through some of the good and bad things about the OnePlus One, but also show you some gaming and special features of this device. Let us first take a closer look to the physical design. Here in the bottom we have the USB port and two stereo speakers, and these are real stereo. We have the microphone. Then on this side we have the volume rocker. We have the SIM tray. In the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack and a noise cancelling microphone. Then on this side we just have the power button. So you can see the screen is really black, and in top we have the front facing camera 5 megapixel with autofocus. We have the speaker and the proximity sensor. Also you see we have a really nice silver frame around the screen here. On the back we have a 13 megapixel back camera, dual LED flash, a noise cancelling microphone and the OnePlus logo. Then we have some Chinese text here in the bottom. And this back side here is grey and it gives a really good grip. So when you hold it, it's not slippery at all. So that's really nice. Okay, let us check out the weight of this device now to see how heavy it is. So 165 gram. And here I have my measurement tool. So we check from the side here the thickness and we get 8.90 millimeter. And here in the bottom, let's check here. Here we got 8.93 millimeter, and here on the thinnest edge 6.11 millimeter. Let us also check the weight of the phone, and we see here really close to 76 millimeter. So now I'm going to check out if the screen has any backlight bleeding. So let me turn off the light here. Let us check with a black wallpaper here, and as you can see there is almost no backlight bleeding. Typical for backlight bleeding is that it will be in the corners, but as you can see here the corners are really black here. And here we have the backlight in the touch buttons. As you can see it's not that strong, so that could have been better. So let us take a look on the UI now, and the desktop is very smooth, as you can see here. There is absolute no lag. Let us try to click here, and here you see the overview. Of course you can click here and then you can choose from different scroll effects, zoom out, rotate, cube out, cube in, and so on. So you can customize the animations in many different ways here. Let's go back here, and yeah, let us take a look here also in the wallpapers here. I have added some myself. And we also find things like themes and CyanogenMod wallpapers. Here we have the widgets. Here we have the settings. Let's go back here again, and here we see the task manager. You can clear that with one click. If you hold here, you will go to the Google Now. Let us check out the dialer, and this is the KitKat dialer. Here we have the SMS messaging. Here we have the app drawer, and this is also very smooth. Let me show you the toggles here in the top. We have different quick toggles. And you can click here, and here you can customize which quick toggles you want, and you can reset it. So you click here on the add, and here you see different options. Let's go back again. Let's take a look here. Here you can also add some, and in the settings, let's take a look. I will go through these in a minute. So first, let us check about phone, and we have the Android version 4.4.2. So it's based on the Android KitKat, but the CyanogenMod of course allows you a lot of customization to the phone. Here we also see memory and CPU. You can update the phone and check if there is a system update. Let's go back here and check the performance setting. So here you do it with some risk, but you can change it to power save, balanced or performance. You can change the processor, the CPU frequency, and you can set it to start this on boot. Then we also see some memory management, and it's actually nice that you can tweak and customize it as you want. So a quick look into the developer options here. Of course we have things like advanced boot, quick boot mode we also can enable. We have ADB over network, and we have all the normal stuff that you find on most phones in the developer options. A quick look in the accessibility. Let's go back again here. What do we else have? Yeah, we have home. You can see it's set to 1 here, and you can maybe install more launchers. We have lock screen, screen security, change the screen lock. We also have bottom actions, so that's also pretty nice. We have clock widgets, and here you can customize the clock, weather and calendar events. We have themes, and here you can see what theme packs you have installed to the phone. You can of course download and buy more themes. You can change the styles, and there is a lot of different ways to customize the phone. Even the boot animation you can change here. You can change the sound packs, the fonts, the icons, like everything almost. Here we have the interface, and you see what we have in the status bar. You can change what it should show. Double tap to sleep. We have the notification drawer, and here you can also change some stuff. Quick settings panel, gesture shortcuts, meaning that you can draw a C to start the camera when the screen is off. You can draw a V to start the flashlight. Let's go back. In display and lights, we see the brightness, we see battery light, double tap to wake, and so on. You can even change the screen color, so you can set this to vivid or standard or customized. it's like you want. Let's take a look on the buttons. So here you have soft buttons now instead of the hardware buttons. These two you can also customize in many ways. You can even set the volume buttons to wake the screen. Let's take a look in the storage. As told in the beginning, this is the 64 GB RAM version, so there's plenty of space here. Here we have battery. It also supports tap and pay. Let's take a look in the language. It supports really many different languages here. I will scroll down to show them all. So that's it. Let's go back. Here we have the privacy. You can blacklist numbers and you can set up your privacy. Let's go back again, and what you also can see here is that I have a CyanogenMod account. This account you have to create the first time you boot the phone or log in with an existing account. So that's it for the UI and the settings. Let's go to the SMS part, and when you're going to type here, you can also just swipe like this. So I find this very convenient that this is part of the stock ROM from the CyanogenMod 11S, that you can just swipe the words really fast. Now let me show you gesture shortcuts here in the settings. As you can see, we have it here, gesture shortcut. And here we have camera, music and flashlight. So you can draw like a C to start the camera. Let's go back here to the start screen. Double tap to turn off the screen. And double tap again to wake the screen. Double tap up here to lock the screen. Draw a V to turn on the flashlight. Draw a V again to turn it off. Or you can draw a C to start the camera. So this is really convenient and this works really good. Let's now take a look on some of the themes. These you can buy and download, install on the phone, and you can customize the icons and the skin in many different ways. So that's really nice. And here I show you CPU identifier, some of the info and specs. Check the resolution. Let us quickly also check link to SD. And here we see the storage. This is identical to what the phone tells in the settings. Let us check the flashlight. This is a dual LED flash, and I would say it's equal to what you find in, for example, the HTC One M8. And now I look into the camera app, and here we have it on auto. But you can also swipe down here to get different modes. Mono and steady photo, night and so on. Let's take a look here. We have the normal settings here in the bottom of the screen. You can change the different settings. And here we have the camera settings. We see the size is set to 13 megapixel, but you can choose a lot of different resolutions. Quality 100, We also have things like touch focus duration, focus mode, ISO, and so on. This is the video settings, and here you can even choose 4K. And we have things like slow motion. You can set this to 60 frames per second or 120. We have time lapse, and here you can change it to seconds, minutes or hours. So we also have a video codec. You can change the video codec here and the audio codec. So that's pretty neat. Here we have general settings, what the button should do, like the power button and so on. Let's go back here and let's test out the camera and take a picture here of my Sony camera. Let's zoom. You can see all the details. So the camera is really fast also to take the pictures here. Let's go a little closer here. Let's take a look to the details. Let me zoom in here, and you can see that the details are good. And here I also took a picture of some flowers. You can see the colors are really nice, and there are lots of details in the picture when you zoom in. Looks really good. Okay, let us now check out the Antutu test. And as you can see here, the frames per second is really high. And this is the end of the test. And we get here 37,637. So that's a really good score. You can see it's faster than the HTC One M8 and the Samsung Galaxy S5. Let us take a look on the details. And here you see the score for the RAM and the CPU. Let's go back. Here you see the supported sensors. So it does support a lot of different sensors. And here we see the RAM and the system storage, the internal storage. We see the CPU model and the cores. And we see info about the GPU. So now I'm going to test out the GPS, and you can see I haven't opened the GPS test program, so I'm going to open it up here. GPS test. And right now it's empty, as you can see here, and no satellites found here. But now it's going to search for satellites, and in a moment you will see it finds the satellites. It's a little bit cloudy outside today, and it will search. Also, I have to say there are a lot of trees here, but you can see it's found 6 now. In view 26. Let's take a look here. You see it's found different satellites. Now 11 is in use, and you can see the compass also functioning here. So now it's locked on 12. Let's take a look here. You can see the accuracy is 20 feet. We see the date. Let's get back here. And now we are on 12 locked satellites. Let's take a look also on the viewing angle. As you can see, the viewing angle is pretty good outside here. So here a comparison with some other top phones. First we have the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, then we have the OnePlus One, then we have the LG G3, then we have the HTC M8, and last we have the Samsung Galaxy S5. Now to some cons and pros about the OnePlus One. First the pros. The phone has a really nice design, the hardware is very high-end and is super fast. For gaming it is almost the perfect phone. Gameplay is super smooth. If you love to customize your phone in different ways, then this phone is perfect, as it allows tons of customization overall in the UI. The price is good, the screen is very sharp and clear, the GPS is fast, and the camera quality is maybe one of the best currently found on a China phone. The cons are that the phone is not easy to get. The software can still have small bugs, and it's a shame that you can't use memory cards. Also, I found out that the wallpaper for some unknown reason sometimes slides to the left. It also has the yellow tint in the bottom of the screen, which you only notice on white pages, and that some users have mentioned in the OnePlus One forums. According to OnePlus, this is not a defect but normal, but users may think different about that. So that's it for my review of the OnePlus One. If you have any questions, please comment below. Please like and subscribe. I hope to see you in my next video. See ya.